Welcome to the Gain Momentum podcast, focusing on timeless lessons from senior leaders in hospitality, food service, travel, and technology. I'm joined today by Aleksandra Kotle. She's the general manager, I should say, of Crockfords at Resorts World Las Vegas. Aleksandra, how are you?
Hi, Adam. It's such a pleasure to see you again and chat with you.
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic episode. So, first off, just give us some background. Crockfords, where does it exist within the resorts world? Massive casino resort, and what does the brand mean?
Absolutely. Thank you for that question, Adam. Crockfords Las Vegas, I truly believe, is the pinnacle of luxury at Resorts World Las Vegas. The actual brand itself is deeply rooted in British heritage and is known globally for its elite and luxury experiences. At Resorts World Las Vegas, Crockford serves as an ultra luxury hotel within a hotel. It's actually a boutique-sized property, allowing amenities that are within the full-scale resort. We have 332 keys combined that stem from about 550 square feet all the way upwards to 15,000 square foot in space. So we have large palaces that cater to our 1% of casino base. So we're really lucky to have these amazing rooms. In addition to that, our guests can enjoy private entrances, an amazing lobby that is elevated and opulent that you got to enjoy as well, and bespoke experiences and amenities and highly personalized experiences.
Yeah, the lobby experience is absolutely marvelous, and you walk in there, and it's a palace. It's palatial in every single way, and it is the cleanest lobby you'll ever set foot in. Like,
Thank
everything is
you.
polished, the flowers, the all the nice little orchids you have there, everything is so well manicured and maintained. And when I was there, you were there to greet me.
Yes, I was.
Before we get into your background, we got to touch on this because there's a lot of magic that happens with the check-in experience. And the arrival is so important. It's the first impression that a guest makes with the hotel, and it sets the stage for everything that comes.
Certainly.
Yeah. So describe the arrival experience at Crockfords, from having its own motor court through to that palatial lobby, through to how well you maintain it with the nice cleanliness, the bar off to one side, and also how you ensure that you were in the lobby waiting for the moment that I arrived.
Yeah, so thank you for that question again. I think the arrival experience sets the tone for the entire stay personally. And at Crockford's Las Vegas, we start with pre-arrival. The moment you book your reservation, we proactively, our concierge team reaches out to you to, book your reservations, to book any special arrangement that you have. If you're celebrating a special occasion or a birthday, we ensure that every single step of your arrival and stay is seamless, which means that if you do have a transportation set up with us, I'm the first person that's notified. And if my schedule allows, I love to greet every single guest that comes to Crockford's lobby, which then I had an amazing experience to meet you and say hello and get you all checked in and get you settled in for the stay.
Yeah. Just thinking aloud here, the pre arrival experience, there is a lot of technology that happens under the hood to make that seamless without overloading your calendar with having to be in the lobby and basically run the whole hotel from the lobby. So I want to put a pin in it. We'll go back to technology. But first, let's dive into your background because, your name is Aleksandra Kotle. Did I pronounce that properly?
Exactly right. Thank you.
And you're originally from Bosnia.
That is correct. Born and raised, immigrated to the United States in 1998 with my family. And just like every other immigrant that has moved to any other country, started with really humble beginnings. I worked my way up through hospitality with deep commitment to service, learning, and actual growth. Over the years, I held multiple roles within the strip that were leadership roles, as well as guest operations, food and beverage, butler service, etc. And being part of the Resorts World team and leading the Crockfords has truly been the proud moment and a pinnacle of my journey, a very long journey in hospitality. And it's truly a testament to the resilience and the hard work and the opportunity that I was given as well.
Beautiful. And also, you're a mother, correct?
Oh, yes, I am. Yes, two beautiful girls.
So this the podcast is called the Gain Momentum Podcast, and a big part of life is career momentum. So there is a very, very timeless lesson that you can bestow for everyone here in talking about what it's like to have two careers at once. One being Crockfords and hospitality, the other being a mother. So how do you balance that, and what advice would you give for young mothers who are navigating the same life path?
Oh, gosh, it's such a tough question. And it is really hard to be fully transparent. I have two daughters. One is 10, preteen, and one is 4 years old. Two different, completely personalities, and managing both is really hard. And my number one priority is obviously my kids. However, the advice that I would probably give any mother entering in this business or being in this business is to truly give yourself grace and staying focused on your goals, because we do have goals, and we want more. Um, Personally, I think time management and having a full support system. In my case, I have an amazing husband and a mother to help and support in any possible time, and a crucial culture at work that allows me to do that and anybody else. I've been fortunate enough to work obviously at Resorts World and other properties across the strip that value both work and family growth. And it is truly not always easy, but being present and at work and home is a possibility. The support system is truly the biggest takeaway from this conversation and this
Wow.
question. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it is the most timeless of all questions, right? But family, and of course your extended family through Crockford's and the Las Vegas team.
Exactly, and having a strong team within, Crockford's is also, um, a blessing as well.
So you have Crockford's, and it is ultra luxury. But I think for everyone who isn't very familiar with the Vegas market, is they don't realize the scale of it in terms of just total number of rooms and the distribution and the competitiveness within that distribution and sales and marketing to fill those rooms. And within that, I'm wondering if you can talk about the level of competition that exists within the luxury market on the Las Vegas Strip, and then how you've worked with your team to distinguish Crockford's and really rise above.
Certainly, it's a wonderful question. I think Las Vegas is arguably the most competitive hotel market globally. As guests, when they do arrive, there is a different level of expectation, not just in the entertainment sector, but also hospitality as well. And I think what sets us apart personally is our commitment to be discreet and provide intuitive luxury. As you witness yourself, the moment you arrive to the lobby, you are greeted with there's no crowds. There are no check-in lines. It's a team members that are that greet you with a smile and just a warm anticipatory welcome. And the boutique feel of the property is really what allows us to curate those experiences and make that deep personal connection within the city.
So this concept of intuitive luxury, I'm wondering if you could expand on that in terms of how you make that intuition. And a large part of intuition is knowing your guests, anticipating their needs. Uh, how do you make that happen? Can you share some details?
Absolutely. Providing service before it's even asked of you. It's truly what it's all about. We are lucky enough to have bunch of information related to your arrival, meaning departure, arrival, time of the arrival, your preferences, your food and beverage preferences, etc. And speaking about these intuitive luxury offerings at the time of check-in is really important. So when you check in with us, if you do have a preference of a high floor, or if you do not want to be near an elevator, it's something that's personally discussed at the time of check-in. If you are celebrating a special occasion, we do provide a complimentary champagne or a drink of your choice at the time of check-in, and provide a seamless check-in experience by escorting you to the room directly as well.
And all those touches, a lot of them are done by your concierge team, correct?
That is absolutely correct, yes. From the pre-arrival standpoint, absolutely.
So tell me about the concierge team. How many people? What's the tenure of the concierge team, and how what's their process? How do you make the team sing?
Oh my gosh. So, not to be biased, but I think we have the full four most amazing females within the industry. They are small, but mighty. Combined together with the four ladies, there's probably about 70 years of service combined, which is just truly amazing. Three of them are Lake Door members, which they have golden lapels, golden keys on their lapels. The fourth one is currently working on getting hers. Um, they are truly the connoisseurs of hospitality. Everything from knowing your preferences to arrival, to curating those bespoke experiences and having those amenities readily available for you. They are the first person and the first contact when you make that reservation. Um, so the ladies truly make an impact every day on the team, and the collaboration, not just with Crockfords, but with every other department within Resorts World, is what truly sets us apart as well from day to day.
Wow. And diving further into this idea of intuitive luxury, and the bespoke feel is also this whole idea of customizing experiences, and that's something that we've talked about in the past. Some of the things that your team has done to really make things, give it that personal touch. Could you give us some examples of what your team has done to customize experiences in the past?
Certainly, I do think that personally, the customization is in our DNA. I do believe that every person on the team strives to go above and beyond, whether that's creating a Harry Potter room for a 9-year-old birthday, from top to bottom, to creating a jungle in the room within 24 hours. We have the capability to do that. For weddings and special occasions like that, we go above and beyond to create experiences that cannot be duplicated anywhere else, just because we have made that connection with the guest, and know every preference and every detail of their stay as well.
Now, you mentioned knowing every detail about your guest and recording preferences. Now we can circle back to the technology aspect of this, because it's one thing to record that down on a pen and paper, or somebody to have that knowledge, in this piece of technology right here. It's a whole other thing to have that properly itemized in a centralized CRM, or in the PMS, somewhere to then make that repeatable for when that guest comes back. So, how does your team take those golden nuggets of information and then make sure that there's some scalability for future stays to build upon those notes to individual profiles?
Speaking about technology, we've recently changed 8 system within Resorts World to allow us to personalize these experiences a little bit more. We had an amazing opportunity to upgrade Opera to Opera Cloud and have recently engaged Alliance and Apple Wallet to allow our guests to physically check in through their Apple Wallet and still allow that personal and luxury accommodations as well. We are lucky enough to record all these preferences within these softwares. However, each single guest that comes and stay with us, we have personal preferences and profile notes that are saved within the system. So, for an example, if you come in and you have gluten allergies one trip and next trip you do not, we're able to capture that information for you and ensure that every single trip is detailed and curated to your expectation.
Wow. Yeah, that's you think about itemizing that, and then from there, that note has to then about the gluten intolerance has to then be passed over to the food and beverage team to know and remember those intolerances or allergies. And that is very tricky to coordinate because Crockfords exists within Resorts World, and Resorts World has how many total keys?
3,506 rooms combined.
Yeah, so not a very large hotel at all.
Not a very large at all.
No. And how many restaurant outlets, does it have?
A total of 40 bars and restaurants combined. Yes,
So, yeah, not a lot of selection either. So,
exactly.
yeah, bereft of options. So, you have a guest coming in at Crockford's, you record that they are gluten intolerant, then that has to be then passed along for wherever they are dining on site, all in real time for the servers to act upon and remember to deliver that true bespoke feel.
Exactly. And that's where the cross-departmental communication comes in. Our amazing concierge team is the one that provides this information across all the departments within the resorts world. I am lucky enough to oversee several food and beverage departments within Crockfords, which is the in-room dining as well as butlers. So the communication um, within the team there is very seamless. But when we speak largely in regards to other outlets on property, um, communication and specific Teams chats, and text messages, etc., is how we truly communicate to make sure that Mr. Bogolanski uh, reservation coming up, and he has gluten allergies. We want to make sure that it's documented to ensure no issues arise.
Wow, so it's and there's just processes upon processes to make that happen, and again, it all comes back to your teams.
That is absolutely correct.
Mhm. So how many, people are on the Crockfords team in total?
There are a little over 100 combined. I oversee our team at the desk, our wonderful concierge team, our butler team that oversees our butler units. And again, as mentioned beginning of the call, those 1% of the casino customers that come and stay with us and stay in these opulent rooms. And then our in-room dining team and the culinary team as well within the in-room dining.
Wow, that's a lot of coordination. And you mentioned, of course, for your concierge team, the Clé d'Or.
Lakeland
There's
Door, yes?
another organization worth mentioning is, the work that Crockford's done in partnership with Forbes Travel, and, you have a five-star, distinction, is that correct?
Currently at a 4. We are almost there,
Almost.
working through some internal kinks, but we're just really close.
Are you at liberty to talk about the secret sauce of what it takes to go from a 4 to a 5 with Forbes?
It is truly about the feel. There is really no secret sauce. It's about personalization and making the guests feel as they were the only one in front of you. Um, that's truly what it's all about, and luckily enough, Forbes provides, um, the fundamentals that every other property can use, and add to their day-to-day, and we do that, every day at Crockfords. We provide secret shops, we do internal shops, and we train the team every day to provide that, amazing service.
And just for reference, you hosted the Forbes Summit for 2 years. Is that correct?
2 years in a row, yes, it was an honor. Actually, 4 I've, hosted in 4 years, 2 years at another property on the Strip, and then 2 years at, Resorts World Las Vegas.
Awesome. That must be a lot of work in itself to coordinate such a grand event. I guess it's the end of a February every year, right?
That is correct. The last 3 days in February, it is a lot of pressure. I would say that this is the globes, of hospitality. Every GM, every owner is here, and all eyes are on you. And the expectation to be perfect, to do perfect, is significant. And I am happy to say that, 4 times now, I have been really successful in ensuring that, again, preferences, amenities, etc., are all done in a timely manner and were executed to perfection.
Yeah, so for this event, you're not just hosting regular guests, you're hosting other general managers who are specifically trained to spot every single detail, and you have to impress hundreds of these people.
Exactly.
Wow, that's not an enviable position during that time.
No pressure at all.
No pressure whatsoever. Um, so let's talk about the future of luxury for a second, because it is going in many different directions, and of course, being an ultra luxury provider, you have a very good pulse on what the future holds. Can you talk what trends are you seeing for luxury and ultra luxury, and what's the difference that you're seeing between more boutique resorts versus larger scale urban hotels? Give us some inspiration.
Absolutely. I do think that the future of luxury is, I think, personalization on a much larger scale. People want more. People want to be connected to you. People want to be connected to the staff. And then also powered by technology, but embedded in empathy. People want you to empathize with them, and guests expect seamless and intuitive service. Again, going back to your original question earlier, both digitally and in person. And at Crockfords, we are enhancing ways for guests to experience by providing smart technology, by providing AI customization as well, NFC chip embedded in-room dining offerings as well. And then, personalization truly is what it's all about. And that's, I know you're a traveler yourself and have been around the globe. I love to travel as well, and that's one takeaway at every property that I go is how do they make me feel when I arrive to the property? Am I just another guest standing at the line to check in, or am I the only guest at the desk and they're catering to me? So personalization is best.
Yeah, and that circles right back to the check-in experience, because there's something so magical you can create there. What about, there's the sense of arrival, now there's also the sense of departure. What does Crockford's do to really send its guests off with a smile as well?
Oh, absolutely. We're lucky enough to, I would say 50% of our guests, we were lucky to know the departure times. For those guests that are celebrating a special occasion, we leave them off with a departure gift. We serve amazing tea from Paris in the lobby. We offer a departure gift to remember Crockford's by providing this tea for them as well, and escort to a vehicle if booked, and hopefully a wonderful trip return back and a personalized note for me as well.
Awesome. Yeah, the handwritten notes, it gets me every single time how amazing that is, to walk into the room and you have that. For me, that's what does it. There's always fruit trays or bottles of champagne, but always the handwritten note. It's such a gem to have. And yeah, I've experienced that from you as well when I stayed there. It's such a warm feeling.
Oh, I couldn't agree more.
So one other cool thing to talk about that you're a part of at the Resorts World culture is the book club that you're in, and I guess it's amongst various executives and leaders where I think it's at a frequency of once a month. You're reading a book, then discussing it.
That is correct. It's actually led by our senior executive, Shannon McCollum, which is a dear friend of yours as well. We are currently reading a book, which is Start with the Why by Simon Sinek.
Love it.
It is an amazing book that I've actually implemented at home as well. Teaching my kids the why behind why mommy wants to do things a certain way, and implementing it as well at work. And why is it important to talk about the why behind the policies and the procedures and the SOPs and often the changes that often take place in a work environment. And we're collectively reading this now, and every leader within the hotel operations division has a chapter to speak about. So we're going to actually launch this month. So I'm really excited to do that and read this book through and through.
Wow, that's it is a truly foundational book. I read it a few years ago, and the whole idea, yeah, just understanding why you do things in order to get people on the same page. And have you noticed a connection between understanding the why behind processes and then having passion for that process or that specific task?
Absolutely, and I think that sometimes as an organization or we get caught up in other things and other projects and forget to really, to your point, take time to really discuss the why behind it and have passion for it as it transcends to the team at the end of the day. And if you don't have passion for it, your team is not going to either.
And the other thing I love about books is, unlike podcasts like this, as much as I love podcasts, books represent very distilled, formalized ideas to really get at the essence of something that's very important. So the question therein is, when do you find time to read?
Oh gosh, late at night when everybody's asleep.
Yeah, that's the hard part, right?
It is, and again, full transparency, there is so much around at all times that, there's very little personal time, and, at the end of the night when everybody is, asleep and there is time for myself, I take, 30 minutes to an hour or even early in the morning if I get a chance. And then weekends, I often try to at least take some time for myself and read and walk and try to educate myself on various things as well.
It's so important, the whole idea of being a lifelong learner. And then what I get is that you're taking those lessons and that passion for learning and applying it each and every day into both of your careers.
No, absolutely. There's really no other way around it.
Yeah. Okay, so to close off here, to circle back to another thing you mentioned about the 15,000 square foot villa that you have. And the whole thing with Las Vegas is the scale of it is huge. It is not the only 15,000 square foot villa that exists on the strip. Walk us through the one that's in Crockfords and what you think makes it so special and also fitting within this whole idea of intuitive luxury where the world is headed.
Absolutely. Uh, the largest room that we have is a palace again. It's 15,000 square feet, indoor and outdoor space. It has a heated pool, a really, really large and beautiful background surrounded by greenery and floral. An amazing area to congregate and have private events as well. And what really and truly makes it special, and again, I'm probably going to be biased again, but it's the Butler team. It's the team that makes it special, and a lot of them have significant tenure in the business and have done this for a very long time. They are the ones that curated those experiences that have those relationships with guests, that have those private conversations with guests that wouldn't necessarily even be conveyed to a personal host or even myself. So they're the ones that are that keep these relationships sacred, and they're the ones that make the palace what it is. And to your point, yes, there are other various properties around the strip that could potentially have what we have, but it's the team that truly makes the impact.
Yeah, and that's the best way to close out here is a space, but what makes it warm, what gives it that heart is the people.
Absolutely. It's truly not about the architecture. People don't follow buildings, people follow people.
That's beautiful. Um, is there anything else important that we haven't mentioned?
There's some really fun and upcoming things happening at Crockfords Las Vegas. Some fun projects that you're going to have to tune in and see for yourself on social media soon. But we are excited about the future and excited about these amazing projects that we're going to launch very soon. And coming in fall, F1 and New Year's Eve, and all the fun festivities that are going to come with it as well.
Yeah, we didn't even discuss F1 and a lot of the compression events that you deal with in Las Vegas, like Forbes, like the Forbes Summit, like everything else. It's just part of the year-long calendar of these ebbs and flows of hospitality.
That is absolutely correct. We are lucky enough to host them again this year. If I'm not mistaken, it's our fourth year hosting F1. Truly an amazing experience for the city, for all of our amazing team members that work across the strip. It brings us so much joy, so much momentum, so much excitement. And to your point, it is just as you talked about Forbes Travel Guide and every other event that comes to Las Vegas, it's about that wow moment because every other property is having an activation everywhere. So it's truly what do we need to do, and what we do is what sets us apart.
Okay, so final question. We're gonna pick favorites. What's your favorite restaurant at Resorts World?
Oh gosh, I'm gonna get in trouble,
It's
but
very, very tough to choose.
it is. I am a steak girl, so I'm going to choose Carver steak.
Okay.
Not just for the steak itself, but for exceptional service.
Oh, wow. Of course, right? A steakhouse is you can get similar steaks elsewhere, but the delivery of that with the people, is that's the icing on the cake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What about yourself when you travel? When you come and stay with us?
So, my favorite restaurant is, Bretza, I guess, to pronounce it.
Yes, Breza, yes.
Just every single time the service is fantastic. It's fast. The sommelier recommends good things, and the food is so fresh and healthy too because it's a Mediterranean menu. So I love that. I love I like staying healthy when I travel. So I just having that guarantee of having somewhere that is so refreshing. The menu's changing. Everything on the menu is delicious, and it's healthy, and the team is so knowledgeable, and they remember me when I'm there. I guess I stand out. So
It's those emails, I tell you. The emails we tell them that Mr. Magalancy is coming and everybody's there to help.
yeah, and that's what makes the difference, and that's what keeps me coming back.
Exactly.
Alexandra, thank you so much for coming on the show. A delightful power half hour, and just truly, truly timeless lessons for everyone.
Thank you so much for having me, Adam.
Thanks, Alexandra.
Thanks for listening to the Gain Momentum podcast. To stay up to date, make sure to follow or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. For more information about Gain Advisors, head to gainadvisors.com.